Hello, my friends, and thanks for taking some time out of your day to visit my channel. So, today will be my third reaction to the legendary Tool. So, for both the previous videos I've done, I've been experimenting with a new format where I do an initial reaction and come back later on after sort of digesting and processing it a bit more, and then doing like a deeper dissection of it. Now, these videos ended up being very long, and it was interesting. A lot of you really appreciated the format, and I'm going to try something similar here. So I'm going to listen to the studio version of Pneuma first. I feel like it's only right to hear the original first. And then I'm going to come back and watch the very popular drum cam of Danny Carey playing it, which many people have recommended. So I figured this would kind of replicate something close to hearing an album and then going to watch the live show. I may not do the same kind of format. I might try and keep it a little bit shorter. Not really sure, but we're going to see how it goes. It's been so interesting hearing everyone give advice and thoughts or share experience on how they experience Tool. Essentially, it seems like there's no right or wrong way to do it. There's no one can tell you how to experience it. It's an individual journey. I mean, it's the same with any art form, I guess, but I think Tool may very much lean into this, as I've discussed and rambled about plenty before. So for this initial reaction, I've done no research going into this blind, so let's get started. Tool, Pneuma. Okay, that seems an appropriate place to stop. Man, you have to give it for Tool for just being. They just know how to engross you. They know how to pull you out of your reality almost. And I remember in the previous videos, I just feel this every time. I just feel this urge to close my eyes. I feel this urge to just drift off. And I remember like being quite apologetic before, and a lot of you are like, "No, that's what you should do." Many of us do the same. Just let go and enjoy the ride, spiral out. Yes, the whole atmosphere in that first minute or two was incredible, and just these fluttering details. I feel like Danny was playing, not sure exactly what form of drum or percussion instrument it was, some kind of bell or something. It was just very tinny, but you just hear it fluttering, and just the way they compose everything. Like there's not an overabundance of sort of gain or effects and volumes. The instruments aren't fighting each other like they do in a lot of heavier styles, especially nowadays. And it's not. And so many bands need to overproduce everything, which is an art in itself. And I have huge respect for those people. I'm trying to get good at that stuff myself. But with Tool, which is still well produced, but they pull things back. Everything's done tastefully. There's space in the mix, and like when that riff came in, like if you just took that riff by itself and played it to someone, by today's standards, you might think, okay, that's fine. But because of the journey and the way you were sucked in with that intro, that felt huge. It felt like this grand eruption. And similar to other songs, just Maynard, even though we know his range and his singing ability, very pulled back, very relaxed, just dreamlike. Okay, gosh. This is why these Tool videos end up being like an hour long, because I just want to ramble about all these subconscious thoughts that are going through my head. This is the joy of Tool and in their art form. Okay, let's keep this going. That slight delay is so lovely.
Child, wake up. Child, release the light. Wake up now, child. Wake up. Child, release the light. Wake up now, child.
The other thing I wanted to say with that first pause is just these fills are so godly. I mean, I've been sort of half waiting for the drums in this, knowing that there's a drum cam version that I'm going to watch afterwards. Oh, but some of these fills are they're just, I don't know how to describe them. They just flow. It's like water, like rushing over the drums, like splattering. It's not like, like his velocity of the hits as well is so well controlled. Every aspect of it, there's so many elements to drums that make it work. You know, timing, velocity, groove, being just the right. There's milliseconds between being behind and in front of the notes that add to the flow and urgency of a song. And Danny just seems so on top of it. It's insane. It's interesting that every Tool song I've heard so far, for some reason, it makes me feel like it's coming from inside a person. And I guess that lends itself perfectly for the whole theme of this song, you know, Pneuma. It's like your breath, your spirit, I guess, is my vague understanding of it. And I feel like all of their songs could be called that. They could be called Pneuma in a sense, because it really just, there's something hypnotic and it feels like it's inside of you. I don't know how to describe it. It's really hard to find the words, but let's just keep riding this thing. And that sound is fascinating. I don't know if that's a synth or some kind of drum. A Middle Eastern drum or something. Incredible layering there. Like one layer changes the whole feel, because I was with that rhythm and that drum, I felt like, and we were talking about urgency just now, I felt like I was imagining like tension and stress in a way. That's what it was representing, like breath getting faster with the drum and everything, and that synth, which has added a very interesting element. But then as soon as the guitar riff comes in, it's so it's in comparison very mellow. And even though the rhythm was staying the same, it almost felt like things were slowing down. I'm not sure if that counts as a polyrhythm. Probably not. But I guess similar feeling I'm getting from that. Sorry, just wanted to get that out there. Oh, wow. I am lost for words. What is it about them? Like, how do you contextualize and verbalize and truly explain how Tool do their thing? And yeah, I actually welled up a bit there. I was so lost in it. And I can't even remember. I kind of want to go back and listen to that little section about 2 minutes from the end there. But it was just incredibly powerful, and just the way the riffs and every element is so well thought out with each other. And there's not only space in the mix, but there's sort of rhythmic space. Like the riffs, the guitar riffs are very much, especially with this, very much made with the other members in mind. And when there's like a held note or a held chord in between some more fiddly stuff, there'll be a drum fill, or Maynard will be singing something, and there's little moments, even like the little details. Like, I'm not sure if that was like an Arabic drum or something, or if it was a synth noise. And then even when it was just hitting the rim of the snare, just for a moment, like there's like a rising. It felt like something was going to happen, and it just sort of left again. Little fluttering moments, things dipping in and out. It's so unbelievably hypnotic, and I feel like I really do experience music differently when I'm shooting a reaction video. It might sound weird, but when I'm in this environment, I'm just laser focused, even though I'm pausing and all that. I really do completely lose myself and just feel, I feel emotions on like a higher level. It's really bizarre. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it's because I feel like I'm with people who I can't see, or I don't know, but definitely with Tool, it adds to this feeling where I just get completely lost. And wow, the lyrics in that as well, just really, just something clicked in that moment about 9 minutes in, and I just felt this rush, felt goosebumps. I don't know what to say. Okay. I must compose myself. Wow, I just feel like just grateful to be alive sometimes. Grateful to be human and appreciate this. Be alive in the same time frame as these guys. It's something else completely. It's been hard to resist. I really wanted to just binge them, but I know you guys like these videos, and it's really fun for me to experience it in this way. It's very different, and I also learned so much from the comments and everything, and hearing different interpretations. It's embodied just breath and spirit of humans for me. That's what this particular track was, and it was just the ebb and flow, the ups and downs. In many ways, that's the thing with Tool. Sometimes nothing happens, but everything happens at the same time, and it's just the hardest thing to describe. No wonder like reaction videos are popular with them, because surely everyone experiences it so differently. I was rocking out and having an existential crisis in the best way, all at the same time. Okay, well, that was great. I'm going to stop myself there, because I'm going to come back and analyze it a bit more, and then we'll watch the drum cam video. And I'm so excited because some of the fills and the grooves in that were absolutely silky smooth and beautiful, as I touched on already. Danny is just an absolute wizard. Okay, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.